السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. معكم زيرنا زاودك زيرنا لايف فاينل فانتسي اكس في 17. كمل قصة، حاول اختمها اليوم عشان مرة واحدة نخش في الالعاب الثانية. نندي سوداني نبص بقى ايه على اليوتيوب نشوف الاعلان اشتغل ولا لسه. اللعبة دي برعاية عم شلتت بتاع عم شلتت. في واحد أجنبي حليلة أمس دخل البث، دشيت قناته عنده تقريبا 500. تحسه حليل كذا طيب على قد حاله، فرحان مصور ضفدع بحديقتهم ببيتهم بالزراعة حقت بيتهم، دش عليهم ضفدع مصور. يوم شفت الضفدع انقهرت، تذكرت الصدمة اللي انصدمت فيها قبل كم يوم. هذا واحد ايش اسمه هذا، طباخ من المشاهير اللي عندنا، اوكي، يطبخ وزي كذا وله فيديوهات معروفة سناب في الانستغرام. نزل فيديو انصدم حياتي قسم بالله. قال لي يا الضفدع يا الضفدع تاكل طحالب يا الضفدع. بسم الله عليك، ايش هذا؟ جاء شكله ينه قاعد صار في شيء. يقول الماتشة اللي طايحين فيها ذا الايام، اللي قاعدين تشتكون تقولون عندنا صداع عوار بعيني مدري وين بجبهتي براسي صداع والام. الماتشة هذه تدري ان طحالب الضفدع. انا انصدمت صدمة العمر. الماتشة اللي قاعد اطلبها طول الوقت من دانكن، المشروب ماتشة طلعت طحالب. الماتشة طحالب، صدمة الحياة. انا شفت فيديو قبل كذا واحد في الامارات عند زي مستنقع ماء شيء زي كذا، قال حياكم ماتشة ببلاش مدري ايش. انا حسبتي زراعة، انا اول كنت افكرها شاي لان طعمها طعم شاي لبتون. شاي لبتون انا قد مصيت الشاي نفسه كذا، ورقة اللبتون ذي الكيسة قد مصيتها قبل كذا، كنت مدمن شاي وطعمها نفس طعم الشاي المركز كذا مرة، عرفت كيف؟ فصدمة الحياة انه طلعت طحالب، وانا اقول شو الصداع اللي يجيني ذا. اثرين قاعدين نشرب طحالب حنا، حسبي الله على ابليس. بس هذا اللي حبيت اشارككم اياه يعني. ادري انه ما له دخل بالبث بس يعني المهم نعود الى البث. خلنا اعطي نفسي لايك بما انه ما في احد يعطيني لايك. ما عاد يحبني. حلوين اللي داخلين البث، لما تسلمون لما تقولون هاي حلوة، تسلمون تقولون هاي شو انت جدي. اقصد يعني لما تقولون hello thank you say hello to me come on say hello to Salvito bonito. Hola, ¿me escuchas? قلب قلوبكم حبايب قلبي. نكمل رحلتنا.
What's happened?
Clive. You'll be pleased to know that the negotiations are progressing well.
That is good news.
Yes. Our comrade in Randala has just sent word that the contract should be signed very soon. But I still have much and more to prepare. It's a huge undertaking moving this many bearers at once. You couldn't do me a quick favor, could you?
What is it this time? More wild beasts?
Nothing like that. I just need you to go over to the caravans and ask El how long we have until the bearers arrive. Find out exactly how much faster I need to get all these supplies moved.
All right. I'll go and ask.
Thanks, Clive. I owe you one.
Don't blame yourself, El. This is their fault, not yours.
I know, but...
No buts about it, all right?
Is something wrong?
Vonnie came to give me a message from our intermediary. The talks with the Republican Army have fallen through. They've reached an agreement with the Silver Peak Consortium instead. Though prices have fallen of late, we deliberately offered above the going rate to try and deter other bidders. But the Consortium offered double what we did, and the Army jumped at the chance.
And you had no opportunity to make a counteroffer?
None at all. And we were so close.
El? What's happened? I saw Vonnie leaving. She didn't look happy.
And with good reason.
But I thought we were the only ones the Fist were speaking to about the bearers. How did the Consortium even find out about this?
It's not so surprising. They have ears all over the Republic. This isn't over. The Consortium will have to sell these bearers eventually, and at the price they paid, buyers will be few and far between. I'm going to Randalar myself.
Alone? You sure that's wise?
Are you offering to be my bodyguard? How kind. Meet me at the checkpoint near the capital gates. I'll send an owl ahead and request a meeting. You go to Cashlock, Theo, and get everything ready. We've waited far too long as it is. Even if I fail to free these bearers, there will be others. Someone needs to prepare the place and keep any prowling beasts at bay.
Oh, and that's me, is it? Well, it looks like I'm following orders till she gets back from meeting the Silver Peak Consortium, who've been doing their best to undermine our scheme. She'll never join them after this, surely. No, she said it herself. She still has plans for Cashlock, even if this one falls through. She means to stay with us, then. I can't say I'm not happy to hear it, but... is this what she really wants?
You have to trust her.
You're right. It's what she wants now. And if Elle's off fighting for the cause, I should do my part too. So I bid you farewell and safe travels, my friend. I'll gather my men and leave for Cashlock. We'll make sure the place is well stocked and defended. You go to Randalar and see if you can stop my sister biting the Consortium's heads off. If she won't consider her prospects, someone has to.
I'll do my best. All right. To Randalar, then. And better not keep Eloise waiting.
If you're thinking about leaving for the Crystalline Dominion, you're out of luck. They've closed the checkpoint, even for those of us with traders' passes. Well, I'd recommend heading that way. People are saying they've seen smoke rising over Twinside, an infernal beast.
What I wouldn't give for a hot meal.
Looks like this is the end of the road for us.
When are they gonna let us through?
Ready, go? Fly, Ambrosia. This won't be easy. Thanks, Cal. Let's go. Be safe. I hope I didn't keep you waiting. Did you arrange to speak with the consortium?
Here they are now.
You wish to consult with me?
I did. It's about the bearers you recently purchased from the Fist. We had all but finished making arrangements to buy the Marcel. And then you stepped into the fray.
You misunderstand. The consortium had an interest in purchasing them from the very first. It was only our regard for you that kept us from bidding. But your hesitancy in accepting our offer to you suggested that the regard was not mutual. And so we resumed our business.
I did not hesitate. I am simply not inclined to make such decisions without first giving them due consideration. But what is done is done. Come then. How much do you want for them?
Alas, you are too late yet again. We rarely take on such unconventional merchandise without a purchaser in mind. The bearers belong to him now.
Who is your buyer?
A trader from across the water. A most demanding fellow, if it's any consolation. He insisted the bearers be fed, dressed, even given their own bunks for the voyage over. That's what you get when you deal with continental types.
I wouldn't know.
Oh yes, the culture on the continent is quite different to ours. They pay good money for bearers not fit for the knacker's yard, and treat them like kings. But as long as they pay...
That does sound unusual. No matter then. If they've already left our shores, there's little that can be done. Allow me to withdraw my interest. And with it, my interest in joining your organization.
My associates will be sorry to hear that.
I'm sorry you weren't able to save them.
As am I. But I only have myself to blame. He was right, you see. The Silver Peak Consortium did intend to buy those bearers before I did. Their representative hinted at a possible purchase when he came to recruit me. I feigned interest in joining them in the hope he might be encouraged to tell me more. And he did just that. As soon as he left, I sent my own offer to Randalar.
So you never...
No. I entertained the Consortium's proposal solely so I could learn more about those bearers. But I was a fool to think they wouldn't find out. I knew exactly who I was dealing with.
You tried.
I did. And if what he said was true, the bearers are to be well treated. Which is something, at least. But they deserved more. I wanted so badly to see them freed.
Eloise! Eloise! Word from Cashlock. The village is under attack. A pack of beasts have come down from the mountains, and there's a dragon at its head. Theo and the others are trying to hold them off as best they can, but the odds are against them. They need help, and fast.
Theo!
I'll go on ahead.
Thank you, Clive. I'll gather some men and join you there. Just... make sure he's safe.
Hold on, Theo. I'm coming. Where's Theodore?
Upriver!
He led the dragon that way to keep it from the village, but the whole area's flooded with ether.
We just have to pray he makes it out in one piece.
I can do better than that. Torgal, with me. Creatures have already turned. I can't waste any more time. I need to find Theodore before that dragon does. Looks like it's found me. This thing's turned as well. This isn't going to be easy. This one. Theodore, you had me worried for... We have to get you out of here.
I think it might be a little too late for that. Bearer or no, there's only so much ether a man can take, and that Drake just wouldn't let me leave. You have my thanks, Sid, for finishing what I could not. For keeping Elle's dream.
Theodore! Don't make me do this.
Stop it, Theo! Stop!
Stay back, Eloise! He's turned. And so will you! Theodore.
Take care of my sister.
Theodore, wait.
Goodbye, Elle.
Thank you, Clive. I think I'll be all right now.
That was true bravery he showed. Leading the dragon away from the village like that. His first instinct was always to protect people. To put others' well-being before his own.
And now he's gone. Because I sent him to that place, against his will.
It wasn't against his will. He was ready to do whatever it took to show you he could stand on his own. So that you would finally be free to live your own life.
To live my own life? He never could come to terms with the choice I made.
What exactly happened? You once told me Theo was the first bearer you ever helped.
We grew up in Canva. We were born to one of the great trading houses. And I was chosen to inherit the family business. I had my father's head for figures, you see. Theo did not. While I studied the art of commerce, he played at the late bloomer. For unlike most bearers, it wasn't until his 15th summer that his powers awakened. My parents tried to drive him out of the house and into the care of the constables. But before they could, I took him into mine.
Theo told me something else. He clearly admired your devotion to the cause of freeing others like him from slavery. But he said you deserved a better life than this. He wanted to free you from what he called your bonds, just as you freed him from his.
I would be lying if I said I had not wondered from time to time how much easier my life might have been if I had allowed Theo to be taken and devoted myself to the family business instead. But I have never regretted the decision I made. Being with my brother meant more to me than tradition or reputation. I only had to look at him to remind myself of that night and the choice I made and the fact that I would make the same choice again in a heartbeat. He was never a burden. How could he even think that? If anything, I was the one who weighed him down.
You weren't, Eloise. He said it himself, that he had always been grateful to you for saving him, and that he wanted to repay you by letting you live the life you were denied. Neither you nor Theo weighed each other down. You loved one another. You did whatever was necessary to continue living your lives together, and you always would have.
You're right. All I ever wanted, all I ever did, it was so we could be together. Oh, Theo, why did you have to... I know Theo wanted me to move on, but I'm staying here at the Crimson Caravans to continue our work. We can make a difference here. We can help people, save them. I need nothing more from life than that. So I'll carry on doing what we do, ensuring that goods, people, bearers get where they need to be, bringing smiles to people's faces just like we always have, and to Theo's. Wherever he is. This is the life I have chosen. The life I will always choose.
I've made a choice of my own. To continue helping you however I can. Whenever you need it.
Thank you, Clive. Let's go on together then. For Theodore.
Lord Rosfield, is there aught the Undying might assist you with this day?
Perhaps. Have you learned anything of note?
Little and less.
I see.
Be assured, however, that we will not rest until even now our archaeologians scour ruins in every corner.
Fallen ruins, I take it.
Indeed. Ultima's thralls are oft cited as if protecting the secrets concealed.
Secrets we'd see unearthed.
Should our methods be of mayhap it would please you to observe some of our number at work.
Would that be possible?
Of course. A survey is being conducted not far from here. But I was due to visit my colleagues there to collect their preliminary findings, but if you would consent to do so in my stead, I'm sure that they would be...
All right. I'll go and meet with them.
They will be Might I suggest you take the road? It will lead you straight to the village.
Thank you.
I wish you a safe...
Let's go. This might take a while. Run like the wind. Straight home now. Fly, Ambrosia. That'll do, girl. Come on. This might take a while. Surrounded. Nice try. Over here. Kill. This one. Get him. fight. Oh no. You'll pay for this. There may still be survivors. Whatever that thing is, I'd say it's their leader. in the past. These must be Cyril's colleagues.
You have our thanks, stranger.
Who are you?
Ah, forgive me, I did not recognize you. You are Lord Rosfield. We are archaeologians, tasked with surveying this site. When the Echo, thanks to them, and to you, we were, for a mercy.
You call that a mercy? Your brothers might still be alive if you put their safety before your duty. Surely this survey wasn't worth dying for.
We are charged with uncovering Ultima's origins. A duty of the highest import, as I'm sure you will agree.
And you think your dead brothers would agree with you too?
I know they would. They gave their lives for the cause, an honor to which all Undying aspire. Now, to what do we owe the honor of your presence, Lord Marquis?
Cyril told me of your work here, and I agreed to collect your findings in his stead.
I see. That is most kind. Pray, take them then, with our humble thanks. May the Firebird's flame burn ever in your heart, as it does in ours.
It's one thing to lay down your life for another. But for a servant...
Ah, you are returned, my lord.
I collected your colleagues' preliminary findings. Here, take them.
My thanks. I shall study them, and inform you forthwith if I discover aught that might aid you in your fight against Ultima.
Cyril, your survey party suffered several losses in Kretov. Losses which could have been avoided, had the others not chosen to complete their work, instead of saving their friends. Were these your orders?
No. This was their choice. Every Undying devotes his life to the service of the Phoenix. It is our sole duty, and should we...
Even when death is avoidable.
My lord, I fear that this is not a point over which it would be fruitful. The Undying, we live to serve the Phoenix.
Cyril, I know that you and your brethren answer only to Joshua, but allow me to offer you a word of advice. It does not further the cause of the Phoenix to have his loyal followers surrender their lives without good reason. Provide your survey parties with an escort, that they might live to do their duty for years to come. Think not only of how you can serve the Phoenix, but how Joshua would want you to serve him. Please. For all our sakes.
I thank you for your advice, my lord. If you will permit me to respond, our faith in his grace, Joshua Rosfield, is absolute. And we of the Undying will do what we believe as first shield to the Phoenix. I am sure you understand what it means to do one's duty.
I do.
Then we are of the same mind. And it is my hope that we may continue to do our duty together.
things back the way it was.
Take that, you naughty thief!
Clive!
I just wanted to see how the town's been faring
Since we, all is absolutely wonderful. And firmly at the helm. Just as...
Are you a lord? They're going to make him the Lord of Dalimil.
It's the mayor of Dalimil, dear child. But if the people... Speaking of menaces, there may be a rather worrying one just over the horizon.
May there indeed.
I'm afraid the example Conrad and Natalie set in putting aside their differences and presenting a united front might have caught the bandits' attention. And they might have elected to take a similar approach. They have formed what one could call a League of Outlaws, and they grow more organized by the day.
But we'll fight them all off just like last time, no matter how many of them there are. Won't we, Lubor?
Of course we will. If we continue to work together, we can overcome any challenge we choose to face. The longer we avoid facing this one, the more difficult it will be, until the only way to overcome it might be to run for the hills. Our best hope is to nip these efforts at organization in the bud, by finding those ne'er-do-wells who have yet to join the cause, and ensuring that they never do. Perhaps a certain Lord Underhill might be willing to lend us his aid once more?
How could I refuse?
Thank you, my lord. Victor will fill you in on the particulars. I have him stationed by the desert gate, receiving and collating reports from my scouts. Such an amenable soul. He reminds me of you.
I'll go and speak with him.
What's the difference between a lord and a mayor?
That's easy. One of them swings a sword, the other forges them.
What's the difference between a lord and a mayor?
That's easy. One of them swings a sword, the other forges them.
What's the difference between a lord and a mayor?
That's easy. One of them swings a sword, the other forges them.
What's the difference between a lord and a mayor?
That's easy. One of them swings a sword, the other forges them.
A League of Outlaws. Sounds like we have some competition. Still in Dalamil, Victor?
Ah, Sid.
I thought you'd have returned to Cosnis by now.
I did. Then I came back. I've developed something, and having worked so hard, a sentiment Master Lubor certainly isn't shy about exploiting. Hence my doing his bidding yet again.
You're not the only one.
What does he want you to do?
He asked for my aid in putting down the bandits. And he said that you might be able to help me find them.
Then you've come at just the right time. I was on my way to speak with Conrad about how to organize our forces. There are more camps in the vicinity than we can safely strike at once. But we must strike together, and we must strike soon at as many camps as we can. We can't give this league of theirs time to rally its forces.
All right. Which camp shall I take?
There's one upriver. Just out there, across the dunes.
Leave it with me.
Those ne'er-do-wells want to band together.
That must be the camp Victor mentioned. Come on then, Toggle.
That's him! The one who killed Locke and Fingered. Take his head off!
Kill!
I'd better let Victor know.
Sid, where are you? Ah, I see the bandits didn't pose you any trouble.
No, but... that's not why you're here, is it?
No. Something's happened. We need you back in Dalimil.
What is it?
The whole town's in uproar. They're saying that Lubor is a bearer.
What?
Seems that one of our parties wasn't as thorough as they should have been. They let one of the bandits escape, and his escape route took him right through Dalimil. Some of the children spotted him, and he was about to silence them. And when Lubor felled him with a bolt of magic, and without a crystal.
But that's not possible.
It is, if he's a bearer and has been hiding it all these years, which is what people are saying. If he has, well, I wouldn't blame him. Still, all those people see is a man who's lied to them all his life. One who has made a leader of himself when the world believed he should have been a slave.
Fuck.
I don't know where we go from here, but I know one thing. Lubor needs all the friends he can get right now.
You're right.
And now I made it a habit to keep a crystal close at hand for just such an occasion. And, well...
We're sorry, Lubor. We tried to keep running,
but we just couldn't.
There's nothing to be sorry for. I rather enjoyed playing the hero for once. All that matters to me is that you two are safe.
Look at him talking to his betters like it's nothing. All lies, I'll wager. Just like the ones he fed us all these years.
Once people make up their minds, it's hard to change them. We need to do something, and quickly. Convince the people not to let their prejudices blind them. Convince them that nothing has changed. That their enemy lies outside these walls, not within them.
You're right. We should speak to everyone.
I'm glad you agree. I'll handle the townsfolk. I'm a Dalmek born and bred. They listen to me. You head to the tavern. Make Conrad and Natalie remember who Lubor really is. They know that Lubor and I are friends. I might not make for the most impartial of interlocutors. Lord Underhill of Randalar's League of Merchants, however, is a trusted and impartial mediator of note.
I'll do what I can. Lubor, stay here with the children. I can't promise anything, but we'll try.
And that is all I can ask of you.
Why are you taking the bearer's side?
Why do they always have to make such a fuss outside?
He knew all along that he was...
Forgive me for disturbing you, but could I have a moment of your time?
I've seen your face before.
As have I. Lord Underhill, wasn't it? Of the League of Merchants.
That's right.
The rumors that he's a bearer. All true, I'm afraid.
But what of his wares? Bearer or no, his steel is highly valued throughout the Republic. In this, at least, he's done the town a service. Might that not earn him a little leniency?
Leniency? He pretended to be one of us when he was laughing behind our backs all the while.
I'm sorry, my lord, but he lied to us. He lied to you. He cannot be trusted.
So what do you propose? Will you drive him from his home? Close his forge?
Perhaps. That is a question for the people of Dalimil, and they will thank you not to get involved.
The townsfolk have made their minds up. There was nothing I could do.
Nor I. Conrad and Natalie refused to consider anything but their own wounded pride.
You never know. Once their anger is cooled, they might see things differently. For now, we should report back to Lubor.
All right.
Why do they always have to make such a fuss outside? It's driving away our customers.
I assume the situation is hopeless?
There's still hope. But...
But perhaps not in this lifetime, I think it's fair to say.
You mustn't think we'll talk some...
No. And Yora?
But Lubor...
Rosina would offer that steel to yourself. Rather an ironic one, but I do not doubt, and so must I. And now, I must embrace... For only you... I'll need to make...
Don't go, Luke. We'll be all alone.
Trust me, little...
How could it possibly be? For the least you can...
I would not take...
Over, you say? And so just like that, you're going to throw this town and the... I thought you were better, but it seems you had me...
Victor...
Forget it. Do what you will.
You sure you're making the right choice, Lubor?
Of those available to me, I believe it's the best one. Yes. Ah, but where are my manners? Here. Your reward for clearing out that bandit camp. Right then. I have packing to do.
If there's anything I can do. Anything.
I'll bear it in mind. Thank you.
Clive. I was just about to send for you. I'd like you to take something to Sir Wade up in Eastpool. Seeds for planting. Thought it was about time they started growing their own food. I'll keep providing them with whatever they need in the meantime, of course. But if Eastpool's going to survive, it's got to be able to fend for itself. As have those poor bearers. They've lived their whole lives in servitude, but now they're their own masters. Small wonder they ain't got the foggiest how to provide for themselves. So it's up to us to teach them. And if you're wondering why you, well, the Wagoneers taking supplies up that way have been coming back with more and more reports of Akashic around the village of late. Sir Wade's putting a brave face on it, but I think even he's starting to worry. And if he's likely to share those concerns with anyone, it's you.
All right.
Thanks. Wouldn't ask if I didn't have to. There. That should be enough to keep him in Gazal Greens for a few years at least.
Gazal Greens?
Not the most mouth-watering crop, I'll admit. But they're hardy, they grow fast, and they fill a hole. Better that than something that'll wither away at first frost. And chocobos love 'em too, which is no small thing. When I say all of us need to pull together to get Eastpool back on its feet, I mean all of us. They ain't exactly succulent, but cook 'em right and they're just about bearable.
I'll take your word for it.
Anyway, Sir Wade'll know what to do with them. And if he don't, well, I'll go up there and show him myself.
I'm sure you will.
Heard the Guardians saying we're supposed to grow our own.
Ah, what brings you?
A delivery.
These are Gizal green seeds. Martha's keen to cut the apron strings, then, is she? I jest, of course. You see, I had thought we might be able to revive the old wheat fields, but they'd long since gone to seed, only without the seeds.
Martha was hoping he might be able to show the bearers how to plant and tend these, so that they'll be able to fend for themselves.
That's not a bad idea. These bearers had only recently escaped their bonds before. They know little of freedom. Unless we... Not that much. It's about... There are time I gather. Yes.
The Horde.
A Kashek. We don't know.
What?
You mean...
So that...
I would... My friends, I humbly beg your aid. We Guardians are few and our enemies many. But I swear we can defeat them with you at our side.
You would send us to the slaughter. To serve as bait for those fiends so that you and your men might be spared. And to think we trusted you. Say what you will. A home is not worth dying for.
But it is worth fighting for. Sir Wade fights to give you lot a chance. Just like I do. Just like Sid does. We all wanted to give you a home where you could be free. And you got one, didn't you? This place, Eastpool. This is your village. Your home. And if you don't fight to protect what's yours, you'll lose it. You know I'm right. This world wants to take everything from you. Everything. Your homes, your freedom, your very lives. So then, are you going to stand by and let that happen to you? Are you going to accept fate like good little Bran did and die, having never stood up for yourselves? Or will you fight like free men and women?
What do you do?
All right. Give me a sword. I never dreamt I'd have a home of my own. And now that I have, I don't want to lose it. I will protect what's mine, or die trying.
We all will. Free men and women, fighting together. For Eastpool! For Eastpool! Thank you, Martha.
Don't mention it. Just promise me one thing. That you'll show them how freeborn fight.
Gladly.
Well, if it was numbers you were lacking, you certainly won't be now.
Thanks to you.
Me? Oh, I just love the sound of my own voice.
Lord Rosfield, my lady, we're ready.
So what's the plan of action?
We'll divide our forces into several small detachments, each made up of guardians, bearers, and guards from the rest. These will position themselves at strategic points around the village. Upon engaging with the Akashic, each detachment will keep the creatures occupied as best they can, steadily retreating all the while.
You're going to lure them into the village?
I am. We will have neither the time nor the resources to treat the wounded, so injuries must be avoided at all costs. Instead, we will focus purely on defense at first. By coordinating our withdrawal through the use of messengers drawn from among the bearers, we will aim to have the swarm converge at a point of our choosing. With luck, that point will be the village square, the perfect place for our most able warriors to surround them and fall upon them, and for you and I to finish them off.
A sound plan, but one that'll require a leader with a cool head and strong nerves to coordinate the retreat. I'd say you have both in abundance, Sir Wade, but you'll be needed. Please, leave the last of the fighting to me.
Ha! And let you have all the glory.
Sir Wade! They're here!
Then you know what you must do. We work together, everyone playing their part, each shielding the other that no man might fall, that Eastpool might live on. For Rosaria!
For Rosaria!
We've no time to argue, my lord. I'll do as you ask.
And I will do as you ask.
Suppose we'd better do our bit too, then, eh?
Right you are, Martha.
The calm before the storm. And here it comes. I will not let this village fall.
Over here! And another! Get him! Get him! Over here!
Nice try.
Now, Corvo! Get him! Over here!
Looks like that's the last of them.
Lord Rosfield! Change of plan!
What is it?
Owl from the rest. An Akashic curl's been sighted on...
Or the better half of her guard, Sir Wade.
Hard to say. I could...
No. You stay here too, so I'll go after the... Join me, oh?
If you're May the founder...
Next one's mine. I might not know one end of a sword from
Ambrosia won't help me here. is. With me, Torgal. All right. Back to Eastpool.
Lord Rosfield, the Curl, is it?
It's dead.
Thank the Founder for that. And for you, my lord. We were able to eradicate the rest of the Horde. I have guardians posted around the village to keep watch for further attacks, but all seems quiet for now. I hesitate to say it, but I think it might be over.
I think it might.
We did it. We saved Eastpool. Thank you, my friends. Thank you.
No, Sir Wade. It's us who should be thanking you. You brought us to...
We never had nothing, but now we...
Forgive us, but there's no doubt in my mind. We're free men now. So we have to...
And we shall. This is our home.
They'll have us to answer to.
Come on, then.
This village isn't gonna...
They're not slaves anymore.
No. They're Rosarians. Your father took pity on the bearer's plight, and I believe if he were still with us today, this is what he would have wanted.
I believe you might be right.
I shall remain here, my lord, and do what I can to help rebuild the village. After all, this is my home now too, and I could hardly call myself an Eastpoolian if I didn't pull my weight.
I think you'll find it's Eastpudlian, Sir Wade. But you should be proud all the same. I'll have to pull... Speaking of which...
Can we
Of course, as
Indeed.
And Clive, I ain't paid...
All right.
Lord Rosfield, do you remember our very first mission together? Clearing the goblins from the Stillwind marshes?
How could I forget?
There's one sight that I shall never forget. You, facing off against that giant Morble. Not a trace of fear on your face. Since that day, there have been more than a few times when I felt like giving up. When the odds seemed so stacked in the enemy's favor, I thought I may as well just lay down my sword and surrender. But to be a shield, know that whatever trials...
So wait, you have always been a true... I know that Eastpool, and indeed all of Rosette...
Thank you. I know the rest of the work.
I'll do my best.
The hero return. It's lucky you came by when you did, eh? Not only did my seeds get delivered...
I just did what I could.
And it's only right that you take it before I...
Thank you, Martha.
So, East Pool's finally and a home to free bear...
Well, it was your idea.
I know that, but though I suppose the rest... You know, bearers living free... Loath as I am...
I take it you didn't always...
Well, if you really... In fact, that's how. He showed up, Founder knows me, I thought, and before I knew it, told me I was given right under my... And do you know what he did? And then I did the same. We made a pact that day, that whenever one of us was in need, the other would always be there for him.
And you were?
Well, we both wanted the same thing, to make life better for bearers. Just like your dad. Do you know I was born right around the time Elwyn became Archduke? Growing up, I saw how he tried to change things. He certainly didn't lack for ambition, that one.
Indeed. But the loftier one's ambitions, the harder they are to achieve. Which is why those of us who follow in their footsteps need to finish what people like Sid and my father started.
Suppose you're right, aye. And if we don't manage it, there's always them who come after us. Good thing we've got a few half-decent sorts waiting in the wings, eh? It's almost enough to give you a little bit of hope.
Just a little.
Anyway, enough nattering. Better get back to work. Let's see about making everyone some dinner, shall we? The least the folks who saved Eastpool deserve is a hot meal. And you and me ain't gonna save the world on an empty stomach neither.
That sounds like a wonderful idea.
covered in nicks and lumps, the lot of them. It's a wonder they can still walk.
Clive. Allow me to educate you. Very good.
Heard the bad news.
What bad news?
About Dravost. Well, anyway.
And the village?
Safe from the Zoltan and the Dorish Centre. If something ain't done...
I won't let that...
Didn't think you...
Does Black...
I thought it might be... You reckon we should...
No.
Yeah.
With Canva in the hands of Akashic.
Don't tell me.
Oh no, it's got that less only trap panel.
If it's for the good of the... Oh, so...
We've got
more to the...
We've... So that's where there's an...
So Dravost is still standing. For now, at least.
If you could swing a hammer.
I never thought. Clive!
And the...
Mostly off to the... Told old snot enough.
Well done.
Well... I'd never have guessed, you know. Who'd have keen to...
I am. For...
Blackthorn. One of this, unlike my best mate who did so then. Then you're right.
Don't listen to him.
But that... Vulcan, he... If else you... Under...
What?
You can...
Yeah.
Sorry. You... Right you are. Don't want to... Oh!
Akashic on the move.
How close are they?
With it? No.
Good.
I'm prepared to
What's the scout? No.
I'm stopping if you were there. Take...
Leave it and...
All right. Which one of you's first? Too slow. Get him. Apparently not. They're not getting past me.
يا اهلا. ايوه وين اللي تقول هذه خلاص بروح بالجيش يسوي دراما اليوم. اليوم الجو تنفس. Come on! Go down!
Now, the question is, did I miss any?
Man alive! You still...
Only...
Yeah,
good.
Sid, enough, but...
There's no...
With As for you, no. Stop. Come, honey.
But that...
I know. I know.
I'd say that went pretty well, wouldn't you?
Even better than I'd hoped.
Sid, I've got something for you.
And this is?
A token of our lasting gratitude. But I'm of a mind to make you a far grander gift. Designs for a certain sword have been passed down from chief to chief for generations.
Now hold on, Zoltan. There's a reason no one's made that blade in centuries. There's not been a craftsman equal to the task.
Nice.
Your cinders make impressive steel.
كنافة
And I've
creamy
learned to
or
own an
كنافة
edge Odin
cheese?
will be proud of. But the engravings on that thing are enough to make a jeweler cry. And they're not just for show, either.
Have you forgotten what brought you back to Dravojd in the first place? Hmm? A certain ring? I knew I'd never surpass you with the hammer and tongs. So I turned my hand to a different
Cheese and
kind of
crispy.
metalwork.
Wow.
Between the two of us, I'd say we're the equal of any master craftsman ever to have graced a forge.
You know what? I think you might be right. Clive, you wouldn't mind if Zoltan came back to the hideaway, would you?
He's more than welcome. As long as he can keep our secret.
Right. Zoltan, get your tools. We've got a legend to forge. Ah, the man himself.
We were just about to make a start on that sword I promised you.
It's funny, but none of this would have been possible without your help. You remember Camille? We'll be using his leatherwork for the grip. The steel, meanwhile, will be tempered in a fire, burning the cinders you charmed out of old Zoltan here. And that whetstone from the Outer Isles, that'll be what gives the blade its edge. And the final flourish will be my talented colleagues' engraving.
A team effort led by the greatest craftsman alive.
Now, save that talk till the thing's finished, yeah? Right. I'm ready if you are.
To the bellows it is, then.
Well, bugger me. We actually did it.
Wow. Damn.
The sword to end all swords. Ragnarok.
It's quite something.
Damn, Ragnarok.
Trust you'll take good care of it.
Thank you. Both of you.
So, does this make you pair the greatest craftsman alive, then?
You'll take a whip.
We reckon.
That's a weapon.
I was hoping you'd say.
One legend.
Good eye. No.
Come on, give me the sword. Mission complete. Ragnarok sword. Oh, really? Mm. Ragnarok. سيف راجناروك أقوى سيوف. فانتاسيا. فانتاسيا. Wow. Oh my god. Okay.
I'll need to deal with these ones first. Find this spherical echo. This is it. Right then.
Next.
Let's go. Time to fight.
One to go.
2 down, 1 to go. Come on, hurry up. Chop chop.
Damn it. The whole village is turned. That'll do, girl. Let's go. Fly, Ambrosia. Thanks, girl. Over here! This way.
Hey, motherfucker. Where are you running? Stay down, boys. Oh, this is Oh yeah. Come on.
That's all of them. Owain can uncross his toes now. Good, thankfully.
Oh, fit. May I present to you
Yes.
the Telemon Furnace? In fact,
She's a beauty.
you saved my bacon again, Sid.
It's fine.
Oh, don't say that.
You could just...
How about that clap? And I reckon I know it's a meth.
Stretchy meth.
So?
Thank you, Owain.
Shh. Don't mention it. You earned it. And I wanted to get some practice in using that metal anyway. Reckon we'll have all kinds of uses for it around the hideaway. Can't think of any right now, but that's our job, innit? Dreaming up new ways to make life easier around here. Maybe even out there, too. One day, the whole world's gonna know about the inventions you've helped us put together. That bag of yours will be the first of many.
Well, hardly, but...
Nice.
So, she don't need sails or oars, but she's still the fastest ship on the sea.
How may I help you today, Clive? Come to claim your just desserts? All yours.
all done?
Covered in nicks and lumps, the lot of them. It's a wonder they can still walk.
Come back. The stew's awful thin these days.
What do you expect? Farmers are abandoning their fields and traders their roofs.
There's no way of knowing if Doris will confide in me, but I can speak to her at least.
Don't tell me we've run out of Papio nuts and all.
Trouble with your gear, or... Yeah. Clever girl, that one. The sound of ringing still. Who knows? So, will it be? Don't waste my time. You ain't got the stuff. Bring me the materials, and I'll think about it. And how am I meant to do that, then? Anything else?
بسم الله عليك.
Who's awfully thin these days?
Good morrow to you, my friend. I have compiled some new entries, if you would like to see them. There is a rather fascinating excerpt I've been meaning to show you. What subject shall we consider today?
Where are you?
Can I help you, Sid?
I'm looking for Doris. Is she here?
I'm afraid not. She's at Martha's Rest on a job. My job, actually. When she heard what the mission was, she insisted on going herself. Alone.
Did she?
Following up on some... Once they'd settled it.
The slaver Cole's team. I'll go and find her.
If she's not...
Why would Doris insist on going alone? Maybe... Doris should be somewhere nearby. Assuming she's still here.
I've got greens of all
Looking for
shapes
shelter,
and
are you?
sizes.
Come on inside.
Just because the heavens have gone to rack and ruin, it don't mean we...
What are you after? Much obliged. There you go. Thanks very much. There you go. Much obliged. Take care out there, eh?
Want to know how to tell if the world's going to rack and ruin?
The world seems to be changing so fast lately I can hardly keep up. But what I do know is that there's more bad news than good. You can tell that just by looking at people's faces.
Doesn't still hurt, does it?
Oh, 1,000 Akashic jars couldn't hurt me. I'm a son of Rosaria.
It's been a pleasure.
I'll give your office a...
How goes the investigation?
Sid? What?
You.
Of course. She's no fool.
That was her just now, so...
I'd say so. She tried to recruit me. Seems her time in Rosaria is coming to an end. After her brush with those... She's dangerous, Sid.
Then I'm going with you. I'll take care of the escort.
The Baum Archers, soon to break camp. You go on ahead.
This is no time to ride. Good. They haven't broken camp yet. How did Doris come to know a slaver, I wonder?
We've waited long enough. She's not coming. Ready the bearers. We're leaving.
Back to civilization, is it, Mom?
With all haste. Lest any of you lackwits start talking like these feckless bumpkins. I presume your men are ready. We've suffered too many delays as it is. Any more?
Yes, Mom.
Oh, but before you go, it appears we have company. Kill him.
You're welcome to try. Nice try. So much for your escort.
I surrender.
Sid.
Ah, Doris. I take it you're not here to rescue me from our brooding renegade. You know, but casting your lot with
Better fighting for... I'm sorry, Sid. I should have told you sooner. This woman, my former master, once trained bearer children to be weapons. She raised me like a daughter.
It wasn't all terrible. You were always so eager to learn, but you proved yourself a master of both. That's why I kept you for my own. How about it, my little dagger? Care to swear that blade to me again?
I never swore my blade to you, nor will I ever. To liberate... Farewell.
You always were. Perhaps that's the reason I...
What do you want to do with her?
I am not the killer she wanted me to be. Not anymore, and she no longer has friends and...
All right.
I am. And thank you for everything.
Then I should head back to the hideaway.
Doris's message just arrived.
With any luck, they'll be joining us in the hideaway shortly. Oh, and
I'd been... So this... She's been... She can't have... Hope you had... Anyway,
keep up.